Hello everyone and namaste. Welcome to Hatha Yoga for Beginners today. My name is Lindsay Nova and today I will be guiding you through a yoga practice based on holding the postures, finding stillness within, and breathing into your body. This practice is for all levels. I do recommend having a couple props in hand. So of course you need your yoga mat. I would recommend 1 or 2 blocks and a strap if you need it. So we'll start with some meditation. So if you need to elevate your hips, I recommend sitting on your block or a cushion so that you can find some length in your waist. Release the knees down. Take your hands onto your knees. Roll your shoulders up to your ears. Take a nice big inhale through the nose. Exhale out through the mouth. Drop the shoulders down the back. Allow the palms to face upward, open and receptive, and bring the index finger and the thumb together into the chin mudra. And start to extend your arms, so the back of your wrists rest on your knees, the other 3 fingers extend out. Lengthen your spine, gently seal the mouth together, and breathe in and out through your nose only. As you exhale, root down through your tailbone and begin to draw energy up through your spine as you inhale and lengthen up through the crown of your head. Now begin to breathe deeply into your belly. Inhale, feel yourself expand. And exhale, draw the navel back to the spine and grow a little taller. Again, breathing in. Pouring the breath into the body. Exhale, breathing out, emptying the lungs completely. Now, as you deepen your breath here, begin to notice if one part of your breath is longer or slower than the other. You don't have to label it. It just simply is what it is. Just observe and become aware. And we're going to begin with a breathing technique called Samavriti. This means equalized or harmonious breath. So we'll inhale for 4 counts and exhale for 4 counts. Exhale completely through your nose and inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Allow your breathing to return to its depth. Feel it harmonious inside your body. And then let's bring our hands together at heart center, Anjali Mudra. Press your palms into one another as an act of affirmation in the present moment. And then gently rub your hands together, create some heat and friction between your palms. And when they're nice and warm, go ahead and cover your eyes. Soak in some of that radiant warmth. Gently blink your eyes open. Roll your eyes to the right 3 times. Wake up your eyes. And then roll your eyes to the left 3 times. Go ahead and release your hands down. Keep your gaze soft. Allow yourself to take in the space again. And then when you're ready, go ahead and come off of your block. Set it to the side. So we're going to fold the left leg under and hold the right leg in the hands or in the crooks of the elbows and just gently rock out the hip a little bit, breathing in and breathing out, lifting up through the heart space. Take a moment to pause in the center, flex the foot, pushing it out as you lift up. And then we'll come into fire log pose or sukhasana. So you can either stack the shins or take an easy cross of the legs. And if you need a block for your hands or your head, bring it in front of you. Inhale, reach your arms up to the sky. And exhale, pour your body forward. Hold on to the block or use it underneath of your head for support. And feel the rise and fall of your belly with your breath. Relax the shoulders and breathe from the belly into the back body. Release through the hips. Soften your jaw. Now go ahead and anchor down through your hips and slowly roll yourself up. Let your hands reach up to the sky. Maybe connect your palms. Look at your thumbs. And then exhale over to your right side. Make sure the right hand is directly in line with your hip. Left arm is long overhead. Palm face down. Elongate through the elbow. And push down through both sitting bones. Maybe you drop down a little deeper, but make sure that the left hip stays on the mat. And roll the shoulder back. Look underneath the arm for 3, 2, 1. Inhale, rise it up. Connect the palms. Look up. And exhale, twist to the right side. Left hand to the right knee. Right hand behind you. Gently rotate through the thoracic spine so you keep the hip bones pointing forward. And look to the side or comfortably back over your shoulder without cranking out the neck. And grow a little taller as you inhale. And then exhale, slowly release, unwind. Change sides, fold the right leg under. Go ahead and hold the left leg. Rock it out a little bit, breathing in and breathing out here. And then pause, lifting up, inhale. And then exhale, coming into fire log pose or easy pose. You can stack the leg or cross it in front. Inhale, reach your arms up to the sky. Exhale, hinge forward, fold, and release down over the legs. Find some quiet space in your mind. Let any thoughts simply just spill out through the crown of your head as you inhale and exhale here. One more breath. And then slowly root down through your hips and roll yourself up. Inhale, arms to the sky. And then exhale, left hand to the side, right arm overhead. Stretch through the right lung and rib cage. Elongate through the right arm. Maybe deepen a little bit. Keep your hips anchored. Roll the right shoulder back. Look under the arm as you exhale, exhale, exhale. And then inhale, rise it up. Look at your hands and exhale, twist to the left side, right hand to the knee, left arm behind you, gently spiral through the body for 3. Breathing in, growing taller, 2 and 1. Release, unwind, exhale, and then shake out your legs a little bit. And we're gonna come to lay down on our backs on the mat. So lay all the way down on your back. And then let's bend the right knee into the chest. Give yourself a little hug and a little squeeze here. And just circle the knee around. Let the hips rock and roll a little bit. And then go the other way. And then plant your hips evenly into the mat. Flex your right foot, grab under the leg, extend and bend a couple of times. Don't worry about straightening your leg. Just keep the head down. If it's lifting up, use a block underneath of the head for support. Now extend the leg and rotate your ankle 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Go the other way. 3, 2, 1. Bend the leg back into the chest. Hold on to it with your right hand. Bring your left arm out to the side and anchor that left side into the mat as you open your right knee out to the side and pull the knee closer to your shoulder so you get some external rotation and flexion of the hip at the same time. Anchor down and use your abdominal wall to keep the hips square onto the mat. Breathing in and breathing out. Now press through the right inner thigh, bring the left hand to the knee, right arm opens, and gently twist and pull the right knee over to the left. You can look over your right shoulder, keep the right shoulder connected to the floor, feel the breath flow through your body. And then we'll start to spiral the hips back onto the mat. Both hands come onto the knee. Lift the head. Inhale, scoop the belly. Exhale, head down, leg down. Bring the left leg into your chest and circle it around a little bit. Rock and roll. Other way. Breathing in, breathing out. And then anchor your shoulders and hips down. Grab under the thigh, flex the foot. Extend and bend a couple of times here. And then holding the leg straight up, circle your ankle. 1, 2, 3, and reverse. 3, 2, 1, and bend the leg back down. Hold on to the left knee, right arm out to the side, and slowly open that left leg and try to pull the knee closer to your shoulder as you anchor that right hip into the mat. Breathing in and breathing out here. Feel the spine long in the center of your body. And then reach through the inner thigh. Right hand comes to the left knee, left arm opens and twists through the spine. Keep the shoulders connected to the mat. Let the breath flow like a river moving downstream. Exhale completely. And then start to roll that left hip back onto the mat. Both hands come onto the knee, lift the head, scoop the belly, inhale. And then exhale, release the leg down. Okay, let's do a little abdominal work. So we'll bend the knees into the chest. If you have any lower back issues, bring your hands underneath of your hips, otherwise arms by your sides, or for more of a challenge, hands come behind the head, head is lifted. Okay, you're going to bring the legs up towards the ceiling, flex your feet. You want to keep your lower back and your hips in the mat. So we're just going to lower and hover the right leg down and then lift it back up. So we exhale down, 2, 3, inhale up, 2, 3. Exhale down, 2, 3, and lifting up, 2, 3. So just hovering that foot, keeping the back in the mat. One more each side. Exhale down, navel to spine lifting up. If your head is lifted, keep the elbows wide, jaw soft. Now we're going to go both legs down. Keep your feet glued together. Maybe just go to 45 degrees. If your back starts to arch, then you've gone too far. Exhale down, 2, 3. Inhale up, 2, 3. 2 more. Down, squeeze through the inner thighs. Lift yourself up. Last one, back stays in the mat. And lift it up, 2, 3. Release the knees, release the head. Circle your knees around in one direction. Massage out your back. And then go the other direction. Okay, and then from here, hold on to your shins or your knees. Rock yourself up. You can roll over your knees or swing your legs around and come into a tabletop position. So bring your hands under your shoulders, knees underneath of your hips. Spread through all 10 fingers as if you could leave an imprint of your hands in the mat. Lengthen out through your spine, lift the belly muscles in. Let's take some cat-cows. Inhale to lengthen, and then exhale, round your back, tuck your tailbone under, chin to the chest. Inhale, arch your spine, look up, squeeze the shoulder blades back. Exhale, curl, round it down, empty the lungs completely. Inhale, sip in the breath through the nose, look up. Again, exhale, curl, navel to spine, keep your arms straight. Inhale, open, expand. 2 more sets here. Exhale, round. Inhale, open. Last one, massage out the spine. And inhale, open, expand. Now go ahead and find some length through the crown of your head and back through your tailbone. And stretch your right foot back. Take a moment and just look at the foot and make sure that the pinky toe points straight down to the ground. Then lift your head back up so that you look just past your fingertips. Squeeze through the right glute to lift that right leg off the mat. Option to stay here or reach the left arm by the ear. Pinky finger points straight down. 5, breathing, balancing. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring the hands and the knee back down to the mat. And we'll take the other side, counterbalance. First, start by pressing the left heel back. Make sure the pinky toe points straight down. And then squeeze through the glute to keep it square and parallel. Shift onto your left hand, reach your right arm down. Pinky finger faces the mat. Lengthen out for 5. Lift the belly. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly release, bringing that down. We'll come into child's pose, Balasana, big toes together, knees apart. Press your hips to your heels and bring your forehead down to the mat or a block. So you can always come to child's pose if you need a resting pose during any time in this class. Now we're going to do a couple cobras. So let's look forward and come to lay down on the front surface of your body. Point your toes back behind you. We'll start with the Sphinx to wake up the muscles of the spine. So press your toenails down into the mat, lift your kneecaps up, draw your pubic bone toward the navel to scoop the belly in. Make sure your forearms are in line with the edges of your mat, and gently drag your elbows back as you press your chest forward and squeeze your shoulder blades together for 5, 4, softening the jaw, 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, release. Change your hands for baby cobra. Hands come underneath of the shoulders, elbows glue into the sides of the rib cage. Keep your feet down into the mat. Lift your chest and lift your head a couple inches off the mat and keep squeezing the elbows back. Lift your hands a centimeter off the floor for 5, strengthening the spine. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly release, set the head down, hands under the shoulders. Now we'll go into full Bhujangasana cobra pose. So you want to make sure that you lift up and keep the elbows bent and the hips on the mat. Push your chest forward, scoop the belly in. 5, breathing. 4, elbows into the rib cage. 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, release. Make a pillow with your hands, bend your legs, windshield wiper your legs out side to side. Breathing in and breathing out here. Now go ahead and release your legs. Bring your hands under your shoulders. Press back again to Balasana, child's pose. Hips to the heels, forehead down to the mat, round out the spine. Breathe in and breathe out here. Now we'll come into downward dog. So shift onto your hands, spread through all 10 fingers, tuck your toes, and lift your hips up towards the ceiling. Make an inverted V shape with your body. Spread through all 10 fingers, push through your arms. Make sure your feet are in parallel, in line with your hips, and then start to walk out your dog, bending one leg at a time. Pull the belly muscles in. You can shake the head, you can twist the hips. If you want to lift a leg and open the hips, that's fine, whatever feels good to you and your body. Breathing in and breathing out here. And see if you can find that nice equalized breath, maybe taking a 4-count inhale and a 4-count exhale. So you press back into your downward facing dog. Now from here, bend your knees, start to tiptoe your feet into your hands and stand in a ragdoll forward fold. Take your 2 fists between your big toes and measure it out so that your feet are directly underneath of your hips. Bend your knees if you need to. Go ahead and take hold of opposite elbows and just hang over your legs like your back is cascading over like a waterfall. Shake out your head yes to the present moment, no to what no longer serves you, and shimmy your shoulders, let it all go. Now release your hands, bend your knees a little deeper, slowly roll yourself up 1 vertebra at a time, rolling the shoulders up and down the back, standing nice and tall on your mat in Tadasana, mountain pose. So nothing should have changed with the feet. They should be right in that nice parallel position in line with your hips. So toes, ankles, knees, hips, shoulders in a straight line. Palms can face forward, chin slightly tucked back. Breathe in and out through your nose. Now we'll inhale, reach the arms to the sky, connect your fingers, interlace your fingers, bring your pointer fingers together like a steeple, and stretch your arms up towards the ceiling. Root down through your feet. Inhale here, and then exhale, side crescent, up and over to the right. 5, breathing 4, press evenly through both feet. Roll the right shoulder under, left shoulder back. 2, and 1. Inhale, come up and over to the other side, to your left. Roll the right shoulder back, left shoulder under, push through the hands. 3, Down through the right foot, 2 and 1. Inhale, come up. Now interlace your fingers the other way. Don't think about it too hard. And then we're gonna take a little arch through the spine. So tuck the tailbone, lift up and out of the pelvis. Only go as deep as feels comfortable for you. It may just mean lifting the chin and looking up. Or if you want, you go further back. 3, 2, 1. Release your hands, forward fold, back to Uttanasana. Bend your knees or grab a block if you need to arrive there. We're gonna grab behind the legs, hold your ankles or your calves, shift your body in towards your toes, try to sandwich yourself together, drop your head down, scoop the belly off the legs and draw the shoulders away from the ears. Breathing in and breathing out for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we're going to come into Ardha Uttanasana, half forward fold. Hands to the shins or fingertips to the mat. If you bring your hands up, your body's going to be more in like a flat back position. Again, you can bend your knees. You want to think of the tailbone going straight back, belly muscles lifted. If fingertips are on the floor, you'll be at more of an angle. Keep your shoulders into the back, and as you exhale, you'll slightly round to get into that full forward Uttanasana, forward fold. One more time, inhale, lengthen, look forward, shoulders in. Exhale, fold. And now we're gonna sweep it up to the sky. Inhale, arms come out and up. Gather all that beautiful energy, palms touch at the top. Exhale, hands through heart center. Release, mountain pose. Check out your feet. They shouldn't have moved at all. So we're gonna sit into Utkatasana, chair pose. Bend your legs, sit your hips back, reach your arms to the sky. Look down at your toes. Make sure you can see your toes. So your toes, your knees, and your hips should all be in a straight line. If you need to modify for your shoulders, bring your hands to your heart center. Lift the belly away from the thighs. And imagine you can just slide a sheet of paper underneath your toes. That's how much weight is in the heels. 3. Breathing 2. And 1. Inhale, stand all the way up. Exhale, release. Bring your hands to your hips. Step your right foot forward and your left foot back for Virabhadrasana, Warrior 1. You want to have heel to heel alignment. Right knee bends forward. Back heel is down, angled at 45 degrees. Pull the right hip back, square the left hip forward. Try to lengthen up out of the pelvis. Reach your arms up to the sky. Inhale and exhale here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now bring your hands together at your heart. We're going to twist. Take the left elbow across the right thigh and gently spiral through the spine. Keep the back heel down and keep lunging into that right leg. 5, breathing 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly unwind, reach your arms back up to the sky. Bring your hands to your hips and step back forward. Stand at the top of your mat, Tadasana, mountain pose. Second side, hands to the hips and step your left foot back. Bend into the right knee. Make sure that you have heel to heel alignment, so you want to make sure you're not over crossing the leg. So right foot is angled at 45 degrees. Pull the left hip back, spiral the right side forward. Inhale, arms come up to the sky. 5, breathing 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hands come to heart center, and then we'll twist over that left leg. Right elbow hooks across. Press through the palms. Look to the side, keep pushing down into the left leg, press through the back leg. 3, 2, and 1. Unwind, reach your arms back up to the sky. Inhale, and then exhale. Step back forward into mountain pose. All right, let's go ahead and take Trikonasana, triangle pose. So step your left foot back. You want your left toes to face the long edge of your mat, right toes to the short edge. Okay, if you need, have a block. Your block has multiple sides, so low, medium, high. So set it up as you need. Okay, make sure that your ankles are about underneath of your wrists, and you really want to stay in the side plane here. So you inhale, reach to the side, exhale, hand to the shin, ankle, block, or big toe. Okay, and then look up to the top hand, draw the thighs up, 1. Breathing 2, leaning back with that top arm and rib cage, 3. Strengthen your legs, 4. Strengthen your lungs, 5. Squeeze through the inner thighs, come all the way up, and then turn both feet parallel, Prasarita Padottanasana. Inhale, widen the breath out through the body. Exhale, hands to the mat, or bend your knees or find your block. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, walk your hands back. Bring the crown of your head down toward the floor. Send your weight into your toes. And squeeze through the inner thighs. Look at the tip of your nose, draw the shoulders in, 5. Breathing 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bend your legs, slowly roll yourself up as you inhale. And from here, turn your left foot to the back edge of your mat, right foot stays facing the long edge. Reach your arms open to a T. Inhale, reach over that left side. Exhale, hand to the shin, ankle, block, or big toe. And leaning back with that top half of the body, stretching into the side plane. Turn your gaze up if it's comfortable, or just look forward. 1. Breathing 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, rise all the way up. Turn your feet back to parallel. Take your hands, interlace them behind your hips, or grab a strap and separate your hands on the strap if you have tight shoulders. Inhale, squeeze your shoulders back. Exhale, roll down through your spine. Bring the crown of your head as close to the floor as you can, and let the arms stretch off of the hips, trying to eventually reach your hands down to the floor. Breathing in and breathing out here. Let everything spill out through the crown of your head. And then slowly bend your knees. Release your hands to your hips. Uncross your fingers. And heel toe your feet together. And just stand up for a moment. Come back to your mountain pose facing the side. Inhale and exhale here. All right, let's take warrior 2. So step your right foot to face the short edge of the mat, left foot to the long edge. Now my hips and shoulders are square to the long edge of the mat. Bring your arms to a T, drop your shoulders down the back, and then turn your gaze over the right hand. Feel the right thigh spiral out toward the right pinky toe, and scoop the tailbone under, lifting through the belly for 1, 2, breathing 3, 4, and 5. Let's come into Parsvakonasana, side angle, right elbow on the thigh, left arm overhead, really stretch through the side body. This is our modified variation. You want to go a little further, you can always use a block to the inside of the leg, or you can take your hand all the way down to the inside, press your leg and arm into one another, really expand into that side body. Look under the arm for 5, breathing 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, come up. Pivot your feet to face the other direction and come into your Virabhadrasana Warrior 2 on the second side. Look over your left hand. Pull the rib cage in, especially those lower floating ribs. Bend into the left knee, scoop the belly, tailbone under. 1, breathing 2, 3, 4, and 5. Into Parsvakonasana, side angle, left elbow on the thigh, right arm overhead to start. Maybe you stay here or bring that block to the inside of the foot, or hand down, squeeze the shoulder and the knee together. Look under the arm. 1, breathing 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, pressing up, come all the way to standing, and walk your feet back together, standing at the top of your mat in Tadasana, mountain pose. Take a breath in and out here. And let's work on a balancing pose. We'll do Vrikshasana, tree pose. So let's stand on the left foot, turn the right knee out to the side. If you struggle with your balance, you can always move to hold on to the wall, or keep your foot down and bring your hands to your heart here. Otherwise, you can bring the foot to the calf, or help it move above the knee. So you press the foot into the thigh, and push down through your left big toe. Think of squeezing everything in and up. Focus your drishti, the gaze of your eyes. Maybe reach your arms up and overhead in any position. 5, breathing 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring your hands back to your heart center and release the right foot down. Stand on 2 feet for a moment. Notice how good it feels to be on 2 feet. All right, let's do the other side. So stand on your right foot, turn the left toes out. You can stay here or bring the foot onto the calf or comfortably above the knee, pressing the foot and the thigh into one another. Staying here, focus your gaze, or maybe reach the arms up. 1, breathing 2, 3, 4, and 5. Exhale, hands to the heart center, and release the leg down, and stand in your mountain pose at the top of your mat. Let's take an inhale, sweep the arms up to the sky. Exhale, hinge from the hips, fold it down. Bend your legs, plant your hands, step into a high plank. Bring your knees down if you need to modify. Push back through your heels. Scoop the belly in, look just past your fingertips for 5. Breathing 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower down to the mat any way that's comfortable for you, and release, and bring your hands underneath of your head, make a little pillow, and just release here. Okay, so next we'll take Shalabhasana, a locust pose variation. So bring your hands behind your hips, interlace your fingers or grab your strap. You're gonna inhale, lift the head, lift the legs, and then slide the hands down toward the heels for 5. Breathing 4, 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, release. Make that pillow with your hands. Rock out your hips a little bit. Now we'll take Ardha Dhanurasana, half bow pose. Walk your hands forward, walk them out a little bit so you lengthen out your body, walk your toes back. Bend your right knee, circle your right hand back, catch your foot or your ankle. You're gonna kick the foot up into the hand and float the left side off the off the mat. 1, breathing 2, 3, looking forward, 4, and 5. Slowly release. Change sides, right arm out, circle the left arm back, reach for the foot, lift up and fly. 1, breathing 2, 3, 4, and 5. Exhale, release. Option to repeat that or take full Dhanurasana. Bend your legs, circle your hands back to catch the feet or the ankles. Lift yourself up, extend the spine, open the heart. 1, breathing 2, 3, 4, and 5. Exhale, release. Make a pillow with your hands. Bend your legs. Windshield wiper your legs out side to side. Release your feet. Bring your hands under your shoulders, press back, Balasana, child's pose, hips to the heels, forehead down to the mat. Breathing in and breathing out here, round through your spine. And slowly walk your hands in, roll yourself up and shift your hips over to the side. Swing your legs around, and we'll take Navasana, boat pose. So bend your legs, bring your hands under your knees, drop your shoulders down, pull the belly in, lean back, lift one leg and the other leg up to a tabletop position. Maybe reach your arms, maybe extend the legs for 5. Breathing 4, find a little smile. Most important part is to enjoy it. 3, 2, and 1. Bring your feet to the floor. Open your knees for a butterfly. If your knees are really high, take your feet more forward. If your hips are more open, you can scoot your hips a little closer to the heels. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, roll it down. Walk your hands forward. Release into the legs and the back. Breathing in and breathing out here. And slowly roll yourself up. As you inhale, push back through the hips, lift your chest, and close the legs together. Let's extend the legs out for Paschimottanasana, seated forward fold. If you can't reach your feet, grab a strap and loop it around. You can also elevate your hips on a block or bend your knees. Pull the flesh away from your sitting bones so you anchor down, squeeze the legs together. The more you flex the feet and you pull the toes back, the shorter the distances you have to go. Inhale, reach your arms up to the sky. Exhale, fold down, reaching for your feet, your shins, or your strap. And try to lengthen your sternum towards the legs. Draw the shoulders in and release the head down for 1. Breathing 2. 3, 4, and 5. Slowly curl the belly in, roll yourself up 1 vertebra at a time, lengthen through your spine. And then we'll keep the left leg out and bend the right knee to half butterfly for Janu Shirshasana, head to knee pose. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, and bring your hands down to your foot or your strap, releasing your head to the knee. 1, flexing the foot back. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Roll yourself up as you inhale. Take your right foot and really step it over so you get the big toe all the way down. Flex the left foot. Take the right arm back, lift the left arm up as you inhale, and then slice it across the body, elbow over that right side. Gently twist and look back, maybe a little deeper than we did in the beginning. Spiral through your spine. Imagine you're like a corkscrew winding up toward the sky. Inhale here. And then exhale, gently release, counter rotate to the left. And then we'll change sides. Extend the right leg out, bend the left foot in, square your shoulders and your hips. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, and fold it down. Breathe here, 5 breaths. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, rolling it up. Step your left foot across. Really step and flex the right foot. Left arm back, right arm high as you inhale, and exhale. Slice the right elbow across the left thigh. Gently rotate around the corner. Lifting in and up. Try not to lean too much on the back hand. Breathe, even as you feel tightness in the belly. Spiral in and up. Inhale. And exhale, gently counter rotate over the left shoulder. And release, extending the legs. Now we're gonna come onto the back for a shoulder stand and a plow pose. If you are not doing inversions today, what you can do is lay on your back and place the block under your hips and just take your legs up to the sky. We'll be there for about 15 breaths. So that's called Viparita Karani, legs up the wall. Okay, otherwise if you're gonna take Sarvangasana with me, keep your eyes on your navel. So if you need to watch what I'm doing first, go ahead. You're gonna lift your legs up to the sky. And then you're gonna bring your hands onto your hips, roll your shoulders under, keep your eyes on your belly so that you don't crank your neck, point your toes up to the ceiling for 1, 2, 3, 4, soften the neck, look at the navel, 5, stay there, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Exhale to plow. Halasana, lower down. You can keep your hands on your hips or interlace your fingers, pressing your arm bones down into the mat. 5 breaths. Look at the navel. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Release the arms. Slowly roll yourself down. Bend the knees. And bring the feet to the mat, and we'll take Setu Bandhasana, bridge pose. So bring your heels in line with your sitting bones. Your fingers should be able to graze your heels. Tuck your tailbone, roll your hips up, keep your knees in line with your hips. You can roll your shoulders under, clasp your hands, and press your arm bones into the mat. Squeeze your hips up. 5 breaths, press through all 10 toes. 1, lengthen your neck, chin away from the chest. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Unroll the shoulders, peel your spine down 1 vertebra at a time. Open your arms and windshield wiper your legs out side to side, relaxing the back, breathing in and breathing out here. Now bring your legs back to center, hug your knees into your chest. Ananda Balasana, happy baby. Go ahead and open your knees, take hold of your feet, press your feet up towards the ceiling, your knees down towards the floor, and imprint your lower spine into the mat. If your head starts to lift up, place it on a block, and you're gonna rock side to side, just massaging out the back a little bit. Breathing in and breathing out here. And then just take your time to find your center, lengthen your tailbone to the front edge of your mat. Breathe in and breathe out here. And then release your feet. Hug your knees into your chest, into Apanasana. Lift your head, inhale, make yourself into a tight little ball. And then exhale, release into Shavasana, your final relaxation. So if you need any different position, you can always bend your knees or take a butterfly or use a cushion under your legs. Just slide your hands down, palms face upward. Let your legs roll open and outward as wide as the corner edges of your mat. And let your eyes close inward and downward. Let the body become heavy. Let it sink down into the floor and feel the breath nice and light through the body. And allow yourself to rest here for a few moments, maybe about 5 minutes. Whenever you're ready, you just wiggle your fingers and your toes, bend your knees into your chest. You can rock to one side or rock yourself up to a seated position and sit on your block if you need to. And just take your time to bring your hands to your heart or rest your hands in your lap or your knees. Thank yourself for coming to your practice today and give yourself permission to bring one thing that you learned on your mat into the rest of your day. Thank you so much for joining me for a Hatha yoga practice today. Again, my name is Lindsay Nova. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next class. Namaste.